My name is Kelsey. This is my YouTube channel, and today I wanted to show you guys how I make handmade customizable soaps. I do a variety of soaps, from mini soaps to liquid soaps to regular bar soaps, and I also can do clay mask and hand and body scrubs. And if you stay tuned, I will show you how to do those things. I want to be a clear base, and the clear base look like this. And then I also have shea butter. And then last but not least, I also do goat milk. Now, you can find these types of soaps at Hobby Lobby, or for example, this one is from Michael's. Now, these are some of the items that I personally like to put in my soaps, such as orange zest for my lemon and orange zest scented soaps. I like to put cornflower petals that are all dried up. I like to put eucalyptus dried leaves for my eucalyptus scented. I also have dried peppermint leaves, dried rose petals, because you can't go wrong with some rose petals. And I also have some rose gold and gold flakes. Now, you can create the soaps in any mold that you have. I already bought some molds. I got this mold right here. It is a butterfly. I got this one off of Amazon. I have this one and this one. They came together as a pack of 4. I just preferably decided to cut them because it's easier for me to take them out, especially when I want to do different types of soaps, different type of colors. I also have this square container. I also have an oval type of container. I also have this one. It's a little bit dirty. I just got done making some soaps. Last but not least, I have this kind of like dome type of shape of mold. Now, the majority of these molds, I got them from Hobby Lobby and Michael's. For example, this one, I got it from Hobby Lobby along with the oval one. And this type of mold with these molds, and the regular square ones were from they were from Michael's. Now, as you can see, I have quite a variety of scents, simply because I have my own small soap business. So I have lavender essential oil, I have lemongrass, peppermint, tea tree, orange, lavender. This is just the scent. The other one was the essential oil. And I have eucalyptus. These 6 that I over here were in a bundle. I got them off of Amazon. Then I have honey almond fragrance, eucalyptus mint, lemon essential oil, sweet orange, and sandalwood. Now for the colors. I don't have that many colors available, simply because the type of soaps that I create are vintage inspired, and these are kind of vintage inspired type of colors. So I have ruby red, pink, gold, wine, orange, and a different. Get these items at Hobby Lobby or mic. Guys, so this will be the soap that we are going to be creating today. We're going to grab the shea butter soap, pull it out of the container. As you can see here, if you didn't know already and you haven't made soap before, the soaps come already in little squares that you can cut off. You can cut the squares in half, you can cut them down the line, you can use as many as you need and preserve the rest in the container. Now, for one single soap container, for example, one of these will only require 4 soap squares. Now, personally, I like to cut these squares in half, simply because it's easier for me to melt them. Now we have all of the soap cut. Then we're gonna grab this little container right here. This is specifically for soap. As you can tell from the point, it will help you pour it easily. Now you can get this at Hobby Lobby. Okay, now that it's in the container, we're going to microwave it at 30-second intervals. Make sure to stir between those 30 seconds really well. Now that we got it all melted in the microwave, please know that if you don't have a microwave, you can also melt it using a 2-pot boiler. So you'll use a pot filled with water to the half. Then you'll put a glass container, if you have one, on top of it. And then you can put the soaps on there and stir it as it melts with the heat of the water. Now we have the soap here. What I like to personally do is add the color. So the color we're going to go with today is the color wine. So we drop some wine. And then we stir it. And see, it creates such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color. So it's a pretty color already, but personally I want it a little bit darker. So we're just gonna add a little bit more drops of the coloring. And we will stir. That's about the color that I desire. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to add some rose petals to the bottom of one of the containers. We're going to add them like so. The amount of rose petals is under your own preference. When I saw my soaps, and of course I use gloves when I make soaps for everybody else, when it comes to making soaps for other people, I personally like to put a little bit more, especially when it comes to rose petal. I like to put a little bit more, simply because whenever you scrub your hands on it, gives you a good scrub. Now, we add a little bit of the soap on the rose petals. Now we're going to let that sit for a little bit, simply because we need the petals to stay down, and then we'll add a different layer. Now, the hack to have no bubbles on the soaps is by using some alcohol. So you just do a couple spritz of alcohol on there, and it will get rid of the bubbles. Now just let it cool for a few minutes, put it in the fridge, leave it on the counter, and then we'll be back. We can remelt this if it becomes a little bit hardened. Then we'll put the rest of the soap on there so the rose petals can stay. So it will be 2 layers. Alright, so the first layer of the soap is already dried and hardened a little bit. Now I just melted the other part of the soap that we are going to pour on top of this one.
A photograph in which we were in love, caught in your eyes, waiting for the sunrise. I barely even knew who you were. What did you do? I didn't.
Alright, so the soap has now dried. Keep in mind this soap does not have any fragrance or essential oils. Now, if you would like to put some, you can. You don't have to. I just prefer this one aroma or scented free. When you pop the soaps out of the mold, always press them down in the middle and then on the side. It will seep air through it and it will be easier for the soap to pop out. Like that. And this is the final result of the soap. As you can see here, it's you can kind of see where we did the 2 layers, but it's very, very, very seamless, so you can't really tell that we stopped with this layer so the rose petals can stay and ended with this layer. So here's the final result.
If you keep it in mind, but somebody told me